Jessica Pegula reveals her expectation for Dubai final vs Elina Svitolina. Jessica Pegula has a pretty good idea about what to expect to see when she meets Elina Svitolina in the Dubai final. On Friday, the fourth-seeded American overcame being down by a set and a break to beat number 2 seed Amanda Anisimova 1-6-6 to 4-6-3. As a reward, the 31-year-old is set to battle the 7th-seeded Ukrainian in her first WTA final since losing to Coco Gauff in the Wuhan title match last October. Pegula and Svitolina, both 31 years old, are no strangers to each other, having faced each other 8 times. So far, the American has had more success, finishing on the winning side 5 times. Heading into the final of the WTA 1000 tournament in Dubai, Pegula noted that she and Svitolina actually have a similar game style. And when it specifically comes to playing against this year's Australian Open semi-finalist, the American will try to be aggressive, but will also look not to overplay. Pegula on playing Svitolina. It's a mix of trying to be aggressive but not overplaying. I think I played Elina maybe last time at Indian Wells last year. So maybe coming up a year now since I played her. We always have really tough matches. We play kind of similar styles. I think a little bit of counterpunching, but we can play aggressive. We very solid, I think, off both wings. I feel like with her it's always a mix of trying to be aggressive but not overplaying, because she also moves pretty well and has some good defense, the 2024 US Open runner-up explained. Since winning her third WTA 1000 title in 2024 Toronto, Pegula has lost her last 3 1000 category finals. There is no doubt that the world number 5 will look to snap her WTA 1000 finals losing streak on Saturday. On the other side, Svitolina is a 2-time Dubai champion, having won back-to-back titles in 2017 and 2018. Jessica Pegula's emotional and tactical vision ahead of the Dubai final. It's a cool late February evening in Dubai. The sun has dipped behind the gleaming skyline of this desert metropolis, and beneath the lights of the duty-free tennis stadium, crowds murmur in anticipation. Tomorrow is not just any final. It's a meeting between 2 seasoned champions, bound by years of competition and a mutual respect that runs deeper than wins and losses. In the players' lounge, Jessica Pegula sits quietly, a thoughtful smile playing across her lips as she reflects on her journey. Just hours earlier, she battled back from a lopsided deficit to defeat Amanda Anisimova, resurrecting her match with fierce will and polish. That kind of fight defines Pegula: unrelenting, resilient, resolute. Now, after her semifinal victory, she's poised to contest one of the most meaningful finals of her career against Elina Svitolina, a player she knows well and trusts even more. Glowing star, the calm before the storm, Pegula's mindset. When reporters asked Pegula what she expects from the Dubai final, her response was both candid and inspiring. "I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to see," she said, acknowledging Svitolina's strengths, her movement, her defense, her fight. Pegula isn't intimidated, she's prepared, but she's realistic about what awaits. There's no bravado in her tone, just respect for a rival who has stood at the pinnacle here before. Pegula went on to describe how their styles clash, a mix of aggression and counterpunching. 2 players who can dominate from either baseline wing and force the opponent to extend themselves in long, sharp rallies. This final isn't projected to be a quick spectacle. It's a tactical chess match draped in physical endurance. She knows that Svitolina moves well and has good defense, so Pegula's own ambition is not merely to strike first. It's to choose the right moments to be bold and to know when to retreat and regroup. Strategy meets story, more than tactics. Pegula's expectation isn't just about tactics. It's also about the mental terrain she's prepared for. She's described matches against Svitolina as always tough, always demanding. They are not the kind of contests won by sheer power alone. They are gritty, nuanced, and shaped by small margins, a mistimed forehand here, a perfectly placed serve there. In a way, Pegula is telling us, I know her, and she knows me. This is going to be a battle of adjustments, reflexes, and courage. That's why her expectation isn't one-dimensional. She doesn't envision a dominant triumph. She anticipates a hectic, thrilling, demanding showdown, one that will require her to be everything she's trained to be at her best. Her journey through this tournament, fighting from behind, adapting on the fly, staying calm under relentless pressure, has been preparation not just for a final, but for this kind of final. Globe with Asia Australia. The context: two titans, 8 years later. Svitolina, too, comes into this final on a wave of resilience. The Ukrainian veteran recently played one of the most grueling matches of the season, defeating Coco Gauff in a 3-hour epic that featured nail-biting rallies and dramatic swings. Though Svitolina's weapons are different from Pegula's, characterized by intense defense and tactical patience, Pegula knows well that a contest with her will demand not only physical fitness, but emotional grit. The final is not just about skill. It's about who can impose their game and their mindset more consistently across 3 long sets. Thought balloon inside Pegula's expectation. Here's how her vision unfolds. Bullseye 1. Aggression balanced with patience. Pegula expects to attack, but not recklessly. She sees Svitolina's movement and defense as both a threat and an opportunity. Hit too hard too early, and the ball comes back with interest. Hesitate too long, and Svitolina will take control. So Pegula's strategy is clear. Strike when opportunities open, but always with purpose and precision. This isn't the explosive power game she might play against a one-dimensional baseliner. This is chess, not checkers. Fire 2. Goals beyond just winning. Pegula's eyes also tell a broader story. This tournament has been a platform for self-affirmation. After earlier matches where she didn't feel at her best, she worked on fundamentals and came flying back. For her, this final isn't just a title match. It's validation, a chance to show herself that the work, the adjustments, the mental discipline all pay off at the moment that matters most. In a sport defined by millimeters and split-second decisions, that's huge. Explosion symbol 3. Expecting a fight, not a finale. Pegula isn't expecting a statement of dominance. She's anticipating a battle, gritty, tactical, emotional. In fact, in her comments she didn't predict a lopsided win. She embraced the challenge with clear eyes. That's the hallmark of a champion. Not just confidence, but respect for the opponent and the moment. Shooting star imagining the match. Let's close our eyes for a moment and imagine the final as Pegula does. The opening serve cracks into the desert wind, the baseline becomes a battlefield, and each point feels like a mini-saga. Pegula's topspin arcs high, Svitolina's stinging returns keep her honest, and the momentum swings back and forth like a pendulum. There are extended rallies, the type that test wrists, hearts, and lungs. There are forced errors, brilliant winners, and that tense silence before crucial break points. But Pegula is there, poised, patient, aggressive when it matters, and calm when it doesn't. It's not just about who hits harder, it's about who sees the patterns first.